In section 48, Tennyson is continuing to think about the process of writing these poems, these little verses, and he says, if I were intending these to be definitive answers to the deep questions of life, life after death, and the meaning of life, and what happens to us when we die. If I were intending these poems to be definitive answers, then you could scorn me, you could mock me. But then by not implication, he says it explicitly. Her care is not to part. Sorrow's motivation here is not to prove, to give definitive answers. He says that these verses take advantage of his doubt, what slender shade of doubt may flit, and make it vassal unto love. They take advantage of the doubts that he has and turn it to serve love, make it vassal, make it a servant unto love. So he says here again, just to restate, sorrow is motivating his poetry, and sorrow is taking advantage of the little doubts that exist and creating these scenarios in his mind where he will reconnect with Hallam. I wonder if hope might be a better word than sorrow, but that's neither here nor there. To me, hope is our first desire for something better than what we have, and hope can grow into faith. But anyway, he's calling it here sorrow. It's just sorrow, and there's a little bit of doubt. I don't know what happens when we die, and my sorrow is prompting me to conceive of these situations where I get to see Hallam again. The last two definition here, a lay, like in line 1 and in line 13, means like a song, a song or a poem. So these lays are these poems that he's writing. The last two lines, the last four, nor dare she, being sorrow, nor dare she trust a larger lay, but rather loosens from the lip short swallow flights of song that dip their wings in tears and skim away. What a beautiful description of his poems. Short swallow flights of songs. If you've watched swallows kind of dip and twist and swoop, and they'll sometimes skim the water with their wings. Beautiful image of him. This is what he thinks about his poems. If these brief lays of sorrow born were taken to be such as closed, grave doubts and answers here proposed, then these were such as men might scorn. Her care is not to part and prove. She takes, when harsher moods remit, what slender shade of doubt may flit, and makes it vassal unto love. And hence, indeed, she sports with words, but better serves a wholesome law, and holds it sin and shame to draw the deepest measure from the chords. Nor dare she trust a larger lay, but rather loosens from the lip short swallow flights of song that dip their wings in tears and skim away.